Thanks so much for joining us in studio here today, everybody, for this week's entertainment panel. And we got here me and Abby St. John, of course.
Yes, of course. It's not a Friday without the entertainment panel. We're going to say it every time because it's true.
Yeah, I think it's everybody's favorite day of the week, and we just add to it.
Yeah. We just make it better.
Yeah, we have the best day of the week, so I think everybody's saying TGIF, and I can't wait to see Abby and Shelby in studio.
Of course.
Yeah, so thank you everybody for joining us today, and we got some good Disney topics on the go today. And first one we have is, speaking on The Little Mermaid, and I think a lot of people are excited for this. Very controversial, I would say, too. Just everybody's opinions you see online about this and whatnot. But I think, honestly, this trailer looks fantastic, and there's a lot going on. You know, there's a lot more information we got out of it. We got to see more characters.
Yeah.
I know some people are kind of making jokes about the way certain characters look, but we'll see a little bit more about that. We'll talk a bit more, so let's take a look at the trailer.
We aren't supposed to be this far from the palace, Ariel.
Getting cold, Vince?
Look at this. Thunder, look out! Ah!
Yeah, this trailer, it gives us, like you said, more information, and we do see some of the other characters. Most importantly, we see Scuttle, Flounder, and Sebastian. And of course, I've seen a lot of jokes online about how Sebastian looks.
Yeah.
Very different to what he looks like in the animated movie.
And Flounder, I've seen that too.
And Flounder is
Yeah.
also, but of course, they look more realistic, obviously, because it's a live action opposed to the animated cartoon. But this little trailer that we got showed a lot more of Ursula as well. Melissa McCarthy is playing the iconic Ursula, and she looks and sounds fantastic in it.
I agree.
think she was a perfect choice to cast. There was also a new poster released showing all of Ariel's sisters, and of course there are theories online that each sister represents the 7 seas. So they're keeping true to that as well, and the representation within those sisters is also shown as well, because you have a different nationality really for every single sister. So I'm very excited about that and that element to it, and of course Trident.
Yeah, I was gonna
Javier
say,
Bardem looks amazing as always.
Yeah,
so
and I was gonna say Javier got busy. He had
Yep.
a lot of daughters.
Yeah, no,
Yeah.
I think he's also a perfect role as King Triton because he has that power, that aura of power to him. So I think it works really well. So I'm very excited. We didn't see too much about on Prince Eric, but of course the movie's not about Prince Eric. It's about Ariel.
Yeah, like whatever.
So
Yeah.
he's just kind of in the background because no one cares about Prince Eric. This movie is about Ariel and her, following her dreams and all of that. Of course, there is that love within it because she does fall in love with him, but who cares?
Yeah, I think even if things were different with the different characters in the posters from what we saw with Flounder and whatnot, even if they made it a little bit more unrealistic to those cartoonish characters, people would still have an issue.
Yeah, oh, absolutely.
I don't think everyone's going to be happy about everything.
Yeah.
There's always going to be some backlash or opinions here and there, but I think for the most part, from just the trailer, without even looking at the posters, but from the voices and the way those characters move and everything, and Ursula, I think it looks fantastic.
I think so too.
Yeah, and I think it's going to be really exciting. And we got some more with Disney when it comes on to speaking on a little bit more diversity in their projects, and we got even a new princess from what it seems like. But we got a trailer for this, and this one is called Wish. And it looks interesting. I honestly wouldn't be able to say much about what's going on in that movie. I was telling you this before. But it seems like it's going to be a cute movie with, the little goats and whatnot. So let's take a look.
Imagine a place where wishes come true. Where your heart's desire can become a reality.
Yeah, this movie is coming out in November, so we only got really a teaser trailer for it. But this is a new Disney movie, and it follows a young girl named Asha. And, she makes a wish that obviously the movie is called Wish, so you have to expect wishes to be made.
Yeah.
And she seemingly wants to make a wish. It's not super clear on what that wish is, but it seems she goes to the King Magnifico, which is voiced by Chris Pine, and it's seeming like he is the bad guy in this because he has this really ominous line, "Give your wish to me," and it's really creepy, and they zoom in on his face, and it kind of honestly gives me Ursula vibes a little bit with the, you know, you give your wish to me and all that kind of stuff. So I'm not entirely sure what her wish is that she makes, but she ends up wishing on a star, which is, you know, classic how you make a wish.
Yep.
And a troublemaking star comes down and joins her in her adventures, and the star is kind of causing havoc a little bit. She's a little in over her head with it, and her goat ends up being able to speak because the star sprinkles stardust on him.
Yeah, little Shrek vibes there.
Yeah, so we don't get too much information from it, but it looks so beautifully edited and animated. It almost looks like it's a painting, and it's just so beautiful. And of course, the representation as well. Asha being a black girl, she has braids, and she's voiced by Ariana DeBose, who is an incredible singer. She is fantastic at singing. So this movie is, I'm assuming, going to be very musical as well, on par with Disney kind of princessy movies. You know, you have that element of music in it, and she's perfect for it. It's a new idea, and it's, you know, it's different, and I really, really love that.
Yeah, I personally was even saying before that it looks very confusing a bit to me, that I'm like, what is going on here? But I did think that it was looking like a beautiful movie. And it's interesting because, you know, it doesn't show a lot of promise of like a love story there too much. Just seems like this girl is on an adventure. So I think that's also interesting that they're doing like a new take of like, this is a new princess introduced, but she's doing her own thing. It's not really a love story involved in this right now. We'll see. Yeah, we'll be able to talk about it a bit more when we get some more info and another trailer on it. So I'm excited for that. But that's all the time we have for this week's entertainment panel. So once again, thank you for joining us today.